All right, class, after you watch the Getting Started BandLab program, I'm going to show you a project that I created, and I was really happy with the way it came out. I just want to show you some really cool features is that you can, this is where you will get your library of projects. So what's really cool is that you can actually go to back to your latest revisions and see the project history. So if you want to go back to a previous day when you were using the project, you can do that. So that's really cool, especially for a free program online. So I'm going to pick this project called Project One that I created a while ago. What's really cool is that you can preview your project. So if you want to hear what it sounds like, so you could just make sure that you're on the right project. You can also share this file or download the mix down. And you can also publish it to the BandLab site. But I'm going to open it up in my mix editor because I want to show you how to use this, use the program in a real song that you're working on. So here is a variety of different tracks that's loading up, and I'm going to show you how I created my project. Now, just some parameters here. If I want to see more of my project, like more of the screen, I just have the minus so I can see the A section and the B section. Or if I want to minimize and maximize, you would use over here. I have different projects loaded here. I have a drum pattern up top. I have a drum machine. I'm going to show you a little bit about that shortly. I also have audio files. Here's some tambourines. But most of now the one thing to know, this is a real audio track. So this is recording of a tambourine. The other ones are MIDI instruments. How do you know that? This is a graph this is a WAV file, and you can see how it can be graphed. This is a MIDI instrument right over here. And each one of these blocks, so to speak, corresponds with the keyboard. All right, so let me just play a little bit of this for you so you can hear it in real time. Here's my melody coming up. Really cool. I'm going to show you. I have some effects working. So I have the echo, the reverb, and the compressor all on my melody track. I have a compressor going on the bass. The drums, I don't have anything right now. So each track you highlight, you'll get the different options that you have available and in use on your project. So here's the second part of the track. Now for this, I used a tambourine loop that I actually got from the loops that you have built into the program. You get those over here. I'm going to show you loops. So you have all of your loops over here. It breaks it down by packs. So the packs are basically, so you have analog synth loops, house stabs, vintage synth. So that breaks it down by style of music and instrument. But I can also just go over here on the loops because the packs breaks it down by genres. But if you go to the loops over here, this is your whole library. And if you just want to preview something, just click on it and you can get the loop in there so you can use it how you like. What's also really cool, you could take notes, write lyrics or take notes. So if your teacher is giving you notes in class, you can actually take notes in the lyrics notes section. It's really user-friendly to do that. So I'm going to play a little bit more of my project, and you can hear it switch to the B section. Right there, I can switch to automation. So if you click on that, I can have it like a fade in coming in. So I can draw in a fade. And you'll see it. you'll see the fader move. Right over here it's being automated. The bass is getting louder. What's really cool is that right over here, here's a drum machine track that I programmed using the drum machine features here. Okay, I'll show you that under instrument. You can see here is the drum machine track. I'm going to solo the track. Also, yes, real quick, if I want to solo the instrument, I click on S for solo. If I want to mute the instrument, I click M for mute. So if I solo the instrument, which I'm going to do, that solos the track. So right in here I have, this is, see how it says pattern? The D is highlighted. But let's say if I want to switch it to another pattern, I can click on A, and that is. So you can click on the pattern that you have A through G. So if I want to add a different pattern, I can do that. You can preview it. That's nothing created, of course. So basically, how do you create a drum pattern? By clicking. So here's the snare. Here's here's the kick. Here's the snare. Okay, so you just click on these colored coordinated blocks, and you can, here's claps. So if you want to have claps or any instrument you want. And how do you get these instruments? How do you get the drum machine programmed? By clicking on drum machine, and they have different, so you can preview. So they have different default drum kits that you can choose. And so you have a lot of different options. So you can program up to 8 different patterns. And the way you would add it, let's say if I want to add this pattern to my project, I would just click Add E. And it adds to whatever bar is highlighted. So at 61, I added E pattern. If you want to delete it, just click on it and delete. So here is an example of using different tracks as part of my project. And I did this all on BandLab, and I spent a little time on this, and I'm pretty happy with it. So that's that. So, and if I wanted to download this as a song, remember I would go to Mixdown As. You just create a mixdown, and you could save it and bounce it down into a song that you can share with your friends or your teacher or what have you. Anything you want. It's just saving. And then I'll show you a couple of different options that you can save it as. They give you the different quality. The higher the quality, the larger the file size. So this is like these three are MP3 quality. So you have medium quality, high quality, and the highest quality. The higher the number on your far left here, that is the larger the size. The WAV file, this is your standard CD quality sound, and this is even higher. So this is 16-bit, this is 24-bit. 24-bit in this case, 44.1 is the highest quality you're going to get. You can just download it, and then you can have your own mixdown saved as a 2-track stereo file. And so I can take my song, it's downloaded over here, and it's now, I can share it with my friends or a teacher or anybody else that I want to have. and it just loaded up in my iTunes, by the way.